Hey guys, it's John Watts, and I've got another comment I'm answering. This is from Wake Up. It says, "Hello John, I'm being sued by a debt collector, and the evidence they provided me was a copy of my leasing agreement. When I asked them for validation verification, they pretty much responded saying, you are well aware of the debt. And the question is, how am I liable for this debt? It's an eviction debt. What can I do? I've not answered the hearing yet. Should I countersue for violation of the FDCPA for not providing proof they own the debt?" So there's a lot to unpack in there. I take it that it's sued by a debt collector, and maybe the lease agreement was attached, or maybe when Wake Up here asked for validation for verification, which you do that under Section 1692G of the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. They gave him or her the leasing agreement, or maybe that was attached to the lawsuit and we asked for validation or verification. They just said, well, you know what this debt's about. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, just to say, for a debt collector to say, we're not going to verify this, you know you owe the debt, I don't think that qualifies. Now, maybe if they've given you every bit of information and there's nothing else to give you, maybe, but that's not what the statute says, not what the law says. So I think that's a problem for them. Now, in terms of it being an eviction, I take it what happened here is this was an apartment. We left the apartment, or we were evicted maybe for not paying, and now somebody's coming after us for money damages. And so they would give us the lease agreement and then the documentation surrounding that. So what are the payments? What are the, how do they get these damages that they claim? And so in terms of whether to countersue for the FDCPA, first I would figure out, let's make sure the FDCPA applies. So it's a consumer debt, you're a consumer, this is a debt collector, and then we're looking for a violation under the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And then, is there a violation? Did they do something wrong? Did they not verify the debt properly under 1692G? In other words, is there a basis to bring a lawsuit? If there is, then it's a judgment call. Some people like counterclaims. I personally don't like them. I prefer to defend the case and then sue just with the FDCPA violation. I generally don't mix those together. Now, there are some reasons to do that and some strategies that involve that, but that's not my typical method of doing it. So with any debt collector that's suing, we always want to say, can they prove they own the debt? And what about statute of limitations? Has it been too long for them to sue me? So those are a couple questions. And if you can successfully beat that case, then you get kind of a free shot at them with the FDCPA if they violated the law. And sometimes by beating them, we can sort of expose their wrongdoing under the FDCPA and be able to sue them. So if they sue us for an amount we don't owe, well, that may become clear after we're done with the lawsuit. If they sue us after statute of limitations expire, well, let's beat the lawsuit and then sue them for that. So there's different strategies here. I would definitely recommend getting with a lawyer in your state who understands about debt collection lawsuits as well as suing debt collectors under the FDCPA. And just lay out all the details, let that lawyer look at it, and he or she can then give you a good opinion on, I think you ought to fight this suit, settle this suit, counterclaim, file a separate lawsuit, whatever you need to do. I think they'll be able to walk you through that. So great question, and thanks for asking it, and thanks for watching this video. Okay guys, bye-bye.